Hello everyone. It's me Hampton, your favorite Talbot. I'm so excited to be here with you today because I have something super special to share. You see, I'm not just your mascot. I also care for 6 adorable puppies. Now these aren't just any puppies. Each one is unique and they each represent something really important from the portrait of a Talbot. That's a fancy way of saying they show what it means to be a Talbot at heart. Throughout the rest of the year, I'll be introducing you to them one by one. Let me tell you, these puppies have taught me a lot, and I think they're going to teach you some great lessons too. The first puppy I'm introducing you to is Paxton Perseverance. Paxton is the most resilient little puppy I've ever seen. That means no matter how hard things get, Paxton never gives up. Sometimes things are a little tougher for him than for others, and it might take a bit longer for him to get something right, but guess what? He keeps trying and trying and trying. I admire Paxton so much for that. Paxton reminds me, and I hope he reminds you too, that it's okay to struggle sometimes. What matters most is that we don't give up. We keep learning, keep growing, and keep going. Let's listen to Paxton's story.
Hi everyone, my name is Paxton Perseverance, but you can just call me Paxton. I'm so excited to be here today to talk to you about something really important. Perseverance. You see, I wasn't always the confident pup you see before you. In fact, I was the runt of my litter. That means I was the smallest, and sometimes life was a little tougher for me than for my brothers and sisters. Let me tell you my story. When I was a tiny pup, my siblings were all bigger and stronger than me. They could run faster, bark louder, and they always got to the food bowl before I could. I'd try to squeeze in, but I'd get pushed aside. It made me feel sad and frustrated. But instead of giving up, I decided to be patient and clever. I waited my turn, and I found ways to make sure I got my share. That's when I learned my first lesson. Sometimes you have to be patient and find your own way. And then there was the time my siblings were climbing up a big hill. Oh, I wanted to join them so badly, but my legs were so short. I'd try to climb, but I'd slip and tumble back down. It was hard not to feel like giving up. But I told myself I can do it if I keep trying. So I took small steps and rested when I needed to. Finally, I made it to the top of the hill. That's when I learned my second lesson. Even big challenges can be conquered one small step at a time. Another time, there was a big storm. The wind was howling and the rain was pouring down. I needed to find shelter, but it wasn't easy. The storm was scary and I felt like giving up. But I stayed calm and kept looking. Eventually, I found a safe dry spot under a big tree. That's when I learned my third lesson. Staying calm and focused can help you get through tough times. So, what do you think? Do you think you can use these lessons the next time you face a challenge? Here's what I've learned. Be patient and don't give up, even if things are tough. Take small steps to achieve big goals. Stay calm when things get hard, and you'll find your way. Now I want to introduce you to my friend Kip. How does he show perseverance when he faces challenges? Can you spot any other competencies he might use during the story? Let's watch and see. Both Pip and I overcame challenges, but we never let them keep us from trying to be our best. And guess what? You can do it too. Remember that small steps can lead to the greatest victories. Thanks for listening, and remember, you've got this.
Hello, welcome back. I'm excited to introduce you to someone very special today. Her name is Emma. And she has a heart as big as her fluffy paws. Emma is one of the kindest puppies I know because she has something very important: empathy. Now, empathy is a big word. But it's really simple. It means understanding how someone else feels and showing kindness to help them. It's about noticing when someone is sad, nervous, or upset and letting them know they're not alone. That's why I admire Emma so much. She always pays attention to how others feel and does her best to help. She reminds us that even small acts of kindness can make a big difference. Empathy helps us all feel safe, included, and cared for. Let's hear her story.
Hi friends. My name is Emma Empathy. I may be big and fluffy. But do you know what makes me really special? I have a big heart and I love to help others. Today I want to tell you about something really important: empathy. Empathy means understanding how someone else feels and showing kindness to help them. Let me tell you about some times I used empathy with my friends. One day, I was playing at the park with my friend Cooper. He loves to run really fast. But guess what? While he was running, he tripped and fell. I could tell he felt embarrassed, so I walked over and sat next to him. I told him that it happens to everyone. Even me. That made him feel better. And then I told him that he was still an amazing runner and that I would go run and play with him to help him feel better. That's empathy, helping a friend feel better when they're down and understanding why they feel the way they do. Another time, my friend Paxton was sitting alone under a tree. He looked nervous as he watched the other dogs playing. I noticed right away that something was wrong. So I walked up gently and sat beside him. He didn't say much at first, but I could tell he was feeling unsure about joining the other dogs. Playing with new friends, especially when they are bigger than you, can be scary sometimes. Instead of rushing him, I stayed right by his side. I let him know it was okay to feel that way and offered to walk with him until he felt ready. Slowly, his tail started to wag just a little. With a deep breath, he stood up and together we took small steps toward the other dogs. By being patient and kind, I helped Paxton feel safe and included. That's empathy too, showing someone they don't have to face their worries alone. I'm going to share a clip from one of my favorite movies. Can you spot someone showing empathy?
My rocket! Wait! Riley and I were still using that rocket. It still has some song power left. Who's your friend who likes to play? No! No! You can't take my rocket to the top! Riley and I are going to the moon! Riley can't be done with me.
Hey, it's gonna be okay. We can fix this. We just need to get back to headquarters. Which way to the train station?
I had a whole trip planned for us.
Hey, who's ticklish, huh? Here comes the tickle monster. Hey, Bing Bong, look at this. Oh, here's a fun game. You point to the train station and we all go there. Won't that be fun? Come on, let's go to the train station.
I'm sorry they took your rocket. They took something that you loved. It's gone. Forever.
Sadness. Don't make him feel worse.
Sorry.
It's all I had left of Riley.
I bet you and Riley had great adventures.
Oh, they were wonderful. Once we flew back in time. We had breakfast twice that day.
Sadness.
It sounds amazing. I bet Riley liked it.
Oh, she did. We were best friends.
Yeah, it's sad.
I'm okay now. Come on. The train station is this way.
How did you do that?
I don't know. He was sad, so I listened to what...
Hey! There's the train!
That's what empathy is all about, understanding how others feel and showing kindness to help them. It's not about fixing problems. It's about being there for someone and letting them feel their emotions and helping them move forward. If you see a friend who is sad, ask if they're okay. If someone is nervous, let them know they're not alone. A little kindness can make a big difference. Now, let's all try to be empathetic today and every day. Hugs.
Hello, fellow Talbots. I'm excited for everyone to meet Theo Thinker, the super smart Saint Bernard. Theo isn't just big and fluffy, he's also a critical thinker. Now you might be wondering, what is critical thinking? Well, let me tell you. Critical thinking means using your brain to ask smart questions, figure things out, and make good choices. Theo is always asking, why? And how do I know this is true? He looks for clues, listens carefully, and finds evidence before making decisions. If something doesn't make sense, he keeps thinking until he understands it. He's also open to new ideas. If he learns something new, he's not afraid to change his mind. Theo also knows there's more than one way to solve a problem. He thinks of different ideas, tries them out, and sees what works best. And when he learns something new, he takes time to think about it and grow even smarter. Now, let's give a big smart welcome to our new friend, Theo Thinker.
Hey there, friends. I'm Theo Thinker. You know what makes me special? Not just my big paws or fluffy fur. It's my brain. That's right. I use critical thinking to solve problems. And let me tell you about the time I helped some kids who got lost in the snow. It all started on a chilly afternoon. I was sniffing around when I heard voices in the distance. Theo! Help! My ears perked up. Oh no, some kids were lost. But where? I couldn't see them anywhere now. I could have just run off barking in all directions, but nope. I needed a plan. First, I listened carefully. Their voices were coming from the right, but the wind was strong. That meant they might be farther away than they sounded. Next, I sniffed the air. Aha! I caught a whiff of something. Hot chocolate? That must be from their thermos. I followed the scent, but then, whoa! I stopped just in time. There was a big icy hill ahead. If I had run straight, I would have slid all the way down. Instead, I thought, what's the safest way to get to them? I looked around and spotted a path with trees that could help me keep my balance. Carefully, I patted my way down step by step. And there they were! 3 kids huddled together looking cold and scared. Don't worry, I barked. I'm here. But I couldn't carry all of them, and they were too tired to walk fast. So I thought again, what's the best way to get help quickly? I spotted a shiny lunchbox sticking out of a backpack. An idea! I nudged the lunchbox onto the snow and let it slide down the hill toward their cabin. When the grown-ups saw it, they knew something was wrong and came to help right away. Because I stopped to pause and think, I found the kids safely and got them home. And that's why I always say, when you're in a tough spot, don't panic. Think it through. Now, who's ready to use their brains like me? Theo Thinker? How does the character in our video show critical thinking? Are they open to changing their mind? Do you notice any other competency in the story? Think about these questions as you listen.
The Most Magnificent Thing by Ashley Spires. This is a regular girl and her best friend in the whole wide world. They do all kinds of things together. They race. I'm gonna beat you. They eat. They explore. They relax. She makes things. He unmakes things. One day, the girl has a wonderful idea. She is going to make the most magnificent thing. She knows just how it will look. She knows just how it will work. All she has to do is make it. And she makes things all the time. Easy peasy. First, she hires an assistant.
It says here you have fetch experience.
Next, they gather their supplies. They set up somewhere out of the way and get to work.
Watch your step. Important work. on here?
The girl tinkers and hammers and measures, while her assistant pounces and growls and chews.
I agree, assistant.
When she is finished, she steps back to admire her work. She walks around one side. Her assistant examines the other side. It doesn't look right. Her assistant picks it up and gives it a shake. It doesn't feel right either. They are shocked to discover that the thing isn't magnificent or good, and it isn't even kind of sort of okay. It is all wrong. The girl tosses it aside and gives it another go. She smooths and wrenches and fiddles. Her assistant circles and tugs and wags. When she is finished, she stands up and takes a long look at it. Her assistant gives it a nudge with his paw. The thing is still wrong. She decides to try again. The girl saws and glues and adjusts. She stands and examines and stares. She twists and tweaks and fastens. She fixes and straightens and studies.
See, where was that?
She tries all different ways to make it better. She makes it square. She makes it round. She gives it legs. She has antenna. She makes it fuzzy. She makes it long, short, rough, smooth, big, small. One even smells of stinky cheese.
Ew.
But none of them are magnificent. Her hard work attracts a few admirers, but they don't understand. They can't see the magnificent thing she has in her mind. She gets mad. The angrier she gets, the faster she works. She smashes pieces into shapes. She jams parts together. She pummels the little bits in. Her hands feel too big to work, and her brain is too full of all the not right things. If only the thing would just work.
Why won't you work?
Crunch! The pain starts in her finger. It rushes up to her brain, and she explodes! It is not her finest moment. I'm no good at this. I quit. Her assistant suggests a walk.
Fine.
It's not much help at first. But before long, she starts to feel different. Bit by bit, the mad gets pushed out of her head. As they stroll along, she comes across the first wrong thing she made. The bad feelings are about to start all over again. Then she notices something surprising.
Wait a second.
There are some parts of the wrong things that are really quite right. The bolts on one, the shapes of another, the wheel to seat ratio of the next. There are all sorts of parts that she likes.
Aha!
By the time she reaches the end of the trail, she finally knows how to make the most magnificent. She gets to work. She works carefully and slowly, tinkering, hammering, twisting, fiddling, gluing, painting. Her assistant makes sure there are no distractions. This is the perfect thing to ward off bears. This will stop that leak. This one's all wet. The afternoon fades into the evening. Finally, she finishes. She alerts her assistant.
Wake up, sleepyhead.
The pair take a good, long look. It leans a little to the left, and it's a bit heavier than expected. The color could use a bit of work too, but it's just what she wanted.
They climb aboard and take it for a spin. They are not disappointed. It really is the most magnificent thing.
I love that story. How did the character show critical thinking? Did she use any other competencies? I can't wait to see you again next week with another one of my amazing pups. Hello. And welcome back. Today I get to introduce you to a really awesome pup. Cooper Collaborator. He knows all about working together and being a great teammate. Cooper is the best at collaboration, which means working with others to get things done. He's not the kind of person who just does things alone. He asks others for ideas when solving a problem because he knows that more ideas make for better solutions. And Cooper doesn't just stop there. He's always thinking of different strategies to solve problems. So if one way doesn't work, he tries another. He also makes sure to do his part in a group because teamwork is all about everyone helping out. Now, here's something super important. Cooper knows that taking turns, sharing and working together helps everyone learn. So, when he's in a group, he checks in to see how things are going and asks, "How can I help?" That's a true collaborator. Oh, and get this. Cooper is also great at asking questions and listening to others' ideas. He doesn't just hear what his friends say. He repeats their ideas and helps mix them together into something even better. Pretty cool, right? And here's the best part. Cooper understands that feedback is super helpful. If someone gives him advice, he listens. And if he sees a way to help a friend, he gives kind and helpful feedback too. He knows that feedback helps everyone grow and improve. So, the next time you're working in a group, think like Cooper collaborator. Listen, share, help and work together. Because when we collaborate, we all win. Let's meet Cooper and hear his story.
Hi, I'm Cooper Collaborator, and if there's one thing I love, besides belly rubs and yummy treats, it's working together with others. Let me tell you a story about a time I helped my friends by collaborating. One day at the dog park, my friends and I wanted to build the biggest leaf pile ever. Emma started gathering leaves, but there were so many that she didn't know where to put them. Paxton started digging, but his hole was way too deep. And Theo tried stacking leaves, but they kept blowing away. So I suggested we work together. I asked everyone for ideas. Emma thought we should pile the leaves in a circle. Paxton said we could use our paws to pat them down, and Theo suggested we take turns carrying leaves so no one got too tired. We each did our part, and I checked in with everyone to see how we were doing. When something wasn't working, we talked about it and tried new ideas. And guess what? In no time, we had the biggest, fluffiest, most fantastic leaf pile in the whole park. My friends told me that I was great at helping us work together, and I said, "That's because collaboration makes everything better." This reminds me of a scene from one of my favorite movies. Pay close attention. How do the characters work together? Why is collaboration so important in this moment? Do you notice them using any other competencies? Let's watch and find out.
Dory!
Come on! Help! Dory!
No! Dory!
Dad, I know what to do!
Nemo! No!
We have to tell all the fish to swim down together!
Get out of there
I
now!
know this will work!
No, I am not gonna lose you again!
Dad, there's no time! It's the only way we can save Dory! I can do this!
You're right. I know you can.
Lucky thing!
Now go! Hurry!
Tell all the fish to swim down!
Well, you heard my son? Come on!
Dory, you have to tell everybody to
Swim down together! Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Swim down!
Everybody swim down! Come on, you have to swim down! Swim down, okay?
Down! Swim down! Swim down! Swim down! Don't give up! Keep swimming! Just keep swimming! That's it!
It's working!
Just keep swimming! Keep swimming!
Come on, Dad!
You're doing great, son!
That's my dad!
Come on, let's get to the bottom! Keep swimming!
Keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
Almost there! Keep swimming!
So friends, remember, when you work together, listen to each other, and share ideas just like Cooper did. Amazing things can happen. See you next time.